Hey guys, welcome back to Josh Does Thing. I don't know, I haven't made a long form video in a hot second, like a real one. So I just want to talk about things that I'm living in 2025. All right. So 2025 was a crazy year for me. Like it was like actually crazy. I had my first relationship. That ended up not going well. Well, it went fine. Like it was good. And then it ended. So that was not good. But I grew out of a lot of friendships. Like a lot. And yeah, I don't know. I'm leaving just a lot of loss and a lot of hurt feelings in 2025 because the thing that I'm kind of like taking into this new year is I'm not responsible for other people's actions. Like I've played this game for so long where it's like if something goes wrong with one of my friends' lives, I'm like, hey, no, I need to like try and fix this, try and make this possible, and I just need to like leave that mindset behind because guess who it helps? Not me. All I'm doing is spending a lot of time and a lot of energy cleaning up other people's messes. And really, I should be focusing on myself and my own personal growth. Because, like, hey, have I changed much? Yeah, maybe I look a little older. Maybe my hair hasn't changed. My style's changed like a little bit, but I haven't really had the time to look within myself this year and like grow into a better person. And that's like kind of the entire point of the year. And I'm just like, dang, I got robbed of that because I was too busy trying to fight the fires that everyone else was lighting. I might make another video on this. I probably shouldn't, but I might. Just talking about like the feeling of rejection when friendships go awry and it is like not your fault. Because there was this crazy situation where it turned out that I had a friend. Okay, so it was two of us. We're still good friends. And there were two other people in our group of four. Those two other people were manipulators, like bad. And I'm not going to provide any more identifying details. It didn't happen at school. People that watch me at school. Anyway, but just like the whole thing with that is, hey, it's not my fault that these people are tweaking out. It is not my fault that they are causing so many issues, talking about me behind my back. It is not my fault because I didn't do anything wrong. But that is really what I've been focusing on this year. That's been the only point of focus that I've been able to, achieve is that I never did you wrong. That's from like a Billie Eilish song. Wait, no. Wrong key. I never did you wrong. My patience is gone. I don't know. That was bad. But the point still remains. You have got to understand that it is not your fault. Okay? But you also got to understand sometimes it is your fault. Okay? See, that's the whole thing. You got to learn the balance of, was this caused by my action? Was this caused by someone else's action? Because things don't just happen to you. That is the other thing. I had to deal with so many people this year who had an external locus of control. Where they were like, oh my gosh, all this is happening to me and I don't even know why. Like, okay, some of it does just happen to you. That's just life. But also, some of it is just consequences for your own actions. And you have got to own up to that and understand that your actions have consequences, which is why you need to make good choices and do good things. It doesn't matter whether or not you're religious and whether or not you, like, it's like, oh, I don't want to sin. It really does not matter. It will still benefit your life to just realize that you and the things you say and the things you do have consequences and to be very, very careful. But sometimes you also need to commit actions. Like, you sometimes just need to do stuff. And it might hurt other people, but it's going to be better for you. So this is when I come to second tip. Cut out the toxic people. If a person hurts you and you feel hurt and you say that to that person and they, instead of like trying to change, they just continue the cycle, let them go. There are so many fish in the sea. There are so many friends that you can have. And you're settling for them. Okay, maybe it's not their fault. Maybe they need to just stop and grow and work on themselves. Maybe they can be great people later on down the line. However, right now they are not there for you, so you don't have to be there for them either. Really. Like, it is just so simple. And I did not understand that for a while. I kept letting toxic people that are not working with my best interests at heart, back into my life. And it was not good because I just kept getting hurt over and over and over again. And it's like, well, there's a reason for that. It's because you are too trusting and too forgiving. And I realized I'm too trusting and too forgiving. And I need to stop trusting and forgiving. And that doesn't mean don't trust anybody. Everyone's out to get you. No, most of these people are just sad and they're doing things that they think are going to benefit them, and they're not going to benefit them in the long run. They're going to end up worse for wear, but they don't understand that. They don't. And my third tip, work on yourself. And this, this applies to, like, I guess get in therapy, but don't stay in therapy. Okay? It kind of irritates me whenever people are just like, oh yeah, I've been going to my therapist for X number of years. You do not, in my personal opinion, okay, this is a take. Your therapist is just what your friends are supposed to be, but you can't trust them. Which is why you need to cut off your friends and stop paying your therapist and get new friends who you can actually trust. And that is genuinely why I think therapy is such a big thing nowadays, is because people don't trust their own friends. That is what a therapist does. They just sit there and they listen to you talk about your problems and they try and help you fix them. That's what your friends are there for. But some of you don't have them, I'm sorry. And if you don't have friends, go and make some, because it's worth it. Not my cat. Also, work on yourself, not just mentally, physically. It does not matter who you are. A little run, a little cardio, a little weightlifting never hurt anybody. What the heck? Oh, what the heck? You can't see what it is. It is not a crime to get a gym membership. No matter who you are, man, woman. I don't know what I was going to say next. But get a gym membership. Go work out. Go work on yourself. Go work on your eating habits. Your eating habits are big. Go read a book. Cut down on that screen time. And all of this is stuff that I kind of need to be doing too. But it's helping you as well. Okay? Next. Tips for the new year. I don't know. I would say, actually try to have a spiritual side of you. Because trust, you're not gonna regret it. I don't know. I understand having aversions to the church, because the church is a lot. However, that does not mean that you cannot go and you cannot try. And even if church is not the right thing for you right now, you still need to get in the Bible, read the word, understand God's message to you. Just I don't know. It's not going to hurt you. Reading the Bible is not going to suddenly make you stupid or make you suddenly less coherent in conversation. I feel like people are like, oh my gosh, the Bible. No. Even if you don't believe, a lot of what happens in its pages, it's still a book of wisdom. So you need to I don't know. In my personal opinion, you should go try it out if you haven't. Fifth tip. Stop caring so much about politics. I am sick and tired, because if that screen time is up and you are way tuned into everything happening politically, which I kind of am, your mood swings are gonna go. Don't do that to yourself. Same thing with people. If people think badly of you, don't care. There is no reason for you to change yourself to fit other people's molds unless there is like something seriously, you know, wrong with you. Like if you're being a narcissist and people are like leaving you because like people call me a narcissist. Isn't that funny? Hey, sorry, I just have trust issues and an overinflated ego. It's okay though. Like I'm just arrogant. Like. Anyway, sorry. You know, if you're a narcissist, if you like, you know, if you have something seriously like wrong with you, okay, I can understand people having an aversion to you, but most people, maybe you change, you know, your hygiene. Maybe you're trying to better yourself. But in the same sentence, you cannot let go of what makes you you. If people don't think your hobby is cool, don't be around those people. Because it's you and it's your hobby and it's the thing that you enjoy to do. And you can't just suddenly be like, oh, well, actually, I don't like that anymore. I like other thing. Yeah, maybe you can go find a different hobby. That's good. But changing your hobbies because other people don't like them is bad. I don't know. I think trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your gut. Trust the Holy Spirit working within you. Trust God's plan. Okay, yeah, that's tip number 6. Do not get worried. Stop getting worried about nothing. Stop being anxious. Stop having anxiety. You know why? Because there's no reason for it. Genuinely, just like address it, you know? Because there is a reason you were feeling that way. There is a reason. Sometimes, for me, it's usually a place. It's a place where I know that someone is going to be that I don't want to see. Okay? But what you do is you realize, hey, either I need to not go to this place because I feel these feelings when I'm at this place, and I can't help that that person, you know, inhabits this area, works at this area, whatever. It's either that or, hey, maybe I should try and fix things. Maybe I should give this person a call because we've left some things unsaid. And yeah. I don't know how many tips. That's 6 tips. Yeah, stop worrying. Because worrying does nothing good. Going out and actually doing stuff does. However, tip 7, do not speak your mind. Because people don't know what you think about things. People don't know what you know and what you've seen. And so if you just like speak your mind instantly, and I really need to work on this one. If you just speak your mind and you don't have any filter, you are going to cause problems for yourself. That's just the only way to say it. Because even if the things that you're saying are valid and they're real, people don't like the truth. People can't handle the truth. And if they're not, oh goodness. If you just are like having bad takes and like, maybe you do need to zip that lip. Maybe you need to not let them know that you know that. Because it doesn't matter that you do. Or maybe it does matter that you know that and they really should not know. My stomach. I don't know. Tip number 8. Is it 7? I don't know what tip I'm on. I'm going to try and make it to 10. 8. Wear whatever you want as long as it's not like insanely Don't go Bianca Sensori on everybody, okay? But wear what you think that you like and what you think makes you flattering and attractive to other people. Don't change yourself to other people's expectations. 9. Plan ahead. Start thinking in your mind what you are going to do past today. Because when you have a plan of what's going to happen tomorrow, then you don't spend all this time just wasting time, like on your phone, like watching TV, like doing stuff that is not beneficial to you and just wasting time. If you have a plan ahead of the day, even just like the day before, you're like, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And in the in-between time, I'm also going to get like my daily run in. I'm also going to make sure that I'm like, you know, tracking my food to make sure I'm getting the right amount of nutrients. I'm going to plan out my meals for the day so that I know what's going into my body and I don't just like end up resorting to fast food because there's nothing in the house. Like, you got to start planning ahead just a little bit. You don't have to like plan out your entire life and your entire future. You can keep that very, very open. And that's what I try and do. But if you know what's happening tomorrow, today, then you can hit tomorrow. You can hit the ground running when you wake up. Tip number 10. Like and subscribe. No, tip number 10 is going to be, actually don't like and subscribe. Not that, but like, stop listening to people. Stop. I know I already said stop the screen time, but stop putting things into your life that make you feel not very good afterward. And this goes for a lot of things, you know, like drinking, like drugs. Like, you might feel good during the moment, but you're not going to later. You're gonna crash, and it's not gonna be pretty, and it's not gonna be a fun time. This also goes for, you know, toxic people, toxic relationships, people that you just like are listening to. And if you don't feel like uplifted after you like are listening to your podcast or listening to your music, maybe start editing those playlists. Maybe start editing your subscriptions. But subscribe to me because I am positive. Yeah, I don't know. That was like 10-ish with bonus. But yeah, like and subscribe for more content. And those were my 10 tips to help you have a healthy, happy new year. Bye. Happy 2026!